Hey, what's going, y'all? What it do? What it do? What it do? Yeah. So, will I give my all to a woman? Would I? Do I? Just in case there's a female out there that want to ask me that question, would I ever give my all to a woman? Have I ever given my all to a woman? Now, I can answer that question for you. Be honest with you, I don't really know. I mean, at this age in my life, I can't really say I ever had, but I would like to think that at the younger age that I was, I thought I did. But I've recovered. Yes, I recovered. What I mean by this is when I thought I gave my all to a female and she broke my little heart she broke my little heart at the time, I thought, damn, this is the end of the world. This girl broke my heart. I gave her my all. How am I gonna make it? But I did make it. And now I'm posting as yours truly, the other Ray J. So no, I didn't give her my all. I just gave her a lot of who I was at that time, And, I still think that way. I'm more cautious as to how much I give to a woman these days, of course. But at that time, I just gave as much as I thought I needed to give. I could have overdid it, because at the time I thought giving my all to a female would win her heart. And she would love me forever. And she would always be my girlfriend. Yeah, right. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, that's talking about then. That's then, this is now. I'll answer your question. I would never give a woman my all. And for a female, I would never give her anything. I separate and I make the difference between female and woman. If she's a typical female, she's not a real woman, I have nothing to give her. I have nothing to offer her. I will not give her anything. I won't even give her my time. I won't even give her a response or a reply or another word out of my mouth. Because you've shown me that you're not a real woman. So I'm not going to give to you at all. At that instant, it's a wrap. Like Kevin Gates said, "Look, shawty, keep a G with me. That's all I ask of you. You hear me? Just keep a G with me. That's all I ask of you. For real." And so I'm the same way. Like I just like a woman, a real woman gonna keep a G with me. That's all I ask of her. Just like what Kevin Gates said, I'm the same way. I basically feel like why I wouldn't give a woman my all, because I want to. It's actually not a bad reason as to why I can't give a woman my all. The reason why I can't give a woman my all is because I want her to always know that I have something to give. Just in case some of you females are mechanically inclined, if you will, and if you know anything about the V12 engine, it was designed to never give its all. And what I mean by this is the V12 engine was designed to always rev smoothly. It's always underpowered on purpose because the V12 engine was designed to run very smoothly and effortlessly. The same goes for a V16 engine. A lot of these large displacement engines are designed to run effortlessly and not give their all because they always have more to give. This is why you see those type of engine configurations inside of locomotives. Yes, you also see the V20. Yeah, you got the V12, the V16, and the V20 engines. You see them inside of locomotive engines. You see them inside of locomotives. Those are the prime movers for these locomotives. They always have a lot to give. They're very underpowered, but they have such enormous amounts of power that it seems like they always got more to give. And so Overall, I'm like this with a real woman in my life. I'm always giving to her effortlessly. I always have more to give. They said the same thing about Usain Bolt. They felt like he was like that V12 engine. The way he ran, he seemed like he always had more to give. When he got to the finish line, he was just starting to kick into his second gear. I don't think Usain Bolt has ever kicked into a third gear. I think he still had more to give. But, you know, a lot of people don't know that Usain Bolt had scoliosis in his back. So that's one of the major factors as to what made him want to retire. It's not just more or less because he was getting old. No, Usain Bolt had scoliosis. So, but he was obviously so talented that he really just ran effortlessly, and that's all it was. That's all that matters, you know? So, yeah, he took the track and field world to another notch. So where I'm getting at with this is that, yeah, it goes back to why I wouldn't give a woman my all. I did a video recently about females are just like cars. And I talked about this idea of a man that owns one car and a man that owns multiple cars and his whole mindset behind that and how he deals with those different scenarios. And that, you know, a lot of times females are just like cars themselves. So you're going to have guys that, they're going to have one female they deal with, or they'll have multiple females that they deal with. And so I am one of more or less that, you know, I think, I'm just coming from an unbiased standpoint. A man that gives his all to one woman really is limiting himself. With that one woman, you should never give her your all. If you're in a monogamous relationship, you should never give her your all. You want to always let her know you have so much more to give. So this is why there's been this new movement of a lot of guys preferring polygyny instead of monogamy. Because in polygyny, he can always continue to deal with that one woman effortlessly in the same way he deals with the other women that he has in his life. He's always got his glass half full. Basically, he's never filled to the brim and he's never stagnant with his water. It's always filling and it's always glass half full. He has an abundance mindset. And so this is what you get, ladies, when you have a man who's not trying to give you his all. It's not that he really doesn't want to give you more. He just has this abundance mindset. He just has more in store. I'm going to say that again just in case that went over some of y'all head. When a man doesn't want to give you his all, it's not that he doesn't want to give you more. He just has so much in store. He has the glass half full because he's of the abundance mindset with how he's treating you. Whether he's only dealing with you or whether he has more than one woman besides you that he's dealing with. But more or less, this man is very honest about his intent and about how he intends to treat you overall. So I think it's healthy that way. And so let me break this down and wrap up what I'm trying to say. If you do have a car, man, I mean, me personally, I have restored a few cars in my life. And I found out it's best to do it as a project, especially on the finance part. You know, shove out as much money as you need for that particular project. Now, you do have some of these people that you do a project with, they want all the money, but you don't trust that the quality of work will be right. So that's why a lot of guys really don't like to shove out all the money at one time for the project. No, I got to make sure you do that phase of the project right, because just in case you don't do that phase of this car project right, I will go somewhere else where they will do that phase of the car project right. So I'm going to pay you for this part of the project. Depending on how that goes, we're going to move over to the next phase of the project. So it's not just me wanting to make sure your quality is up to spec. I'm also being economical just in case I can't afford to really invest in the entirety of the project. I can sleep on it. I can come back to the guy. If he's a good quality dude and he's restoring my car right, of course, yeah, man, I appreciate you getting this phase of the project done. I can't afford the rest of it right now, but I will be back to get the rest of it done. And due time. And that's how it usually goes with car restorations. And so the same thing goes for a woman. Brother, don't give your all to her. Treat her as a project. Not that you literally, deal with her like she a chick from the projects. No pun intended on that. I don't limit the quality of a woman to where she's from. If you're from the project, I don't care. If you're a real woman, much love, baby. I don't care if you're from the projects. You're a real woman, I got love for you too. I don't care where you're from. It's about your heart. It's about your intent. It's about who you really want to be in that man's life. That's love. That's straight up love. It don't matter where you're from. Because you'll get a prissy chick that stay in the Hamptons, and she more gutted than the chick from the projects. And that's facts. So, but yeah, just know this. Treat every woman like a project. Don't ever let her know that you're giving her your all. Never. Never, ever, ever. Even in the midst of frustrations. And hopefully you never get to that point, because hopefully from the jump, you're realizing that this is a real woman that you're giving to, that you're not giving to a female that's not a real woman. And that would put you in a situation where you have to yell out, "Hey, I'm giving you my all, man. How you gonna do me like this?" Nah. Nah, I'm all about uplifting brothers and letting them know. Don't put yourself in situations where you gotta make that statement to a chick that's not being a real woman. Just avoid those type of chicks. Know from the jump. And I'm gonna tell you a little secret as to how you can know if she's the real woman in your life. She just has to be communicating with you. It's the old adage saying that communication is what saves relationships, right? Even though I don't believe in relationships I don't believe in relationships by themselves. I believe in different types of relationships. But yes, the adage saying that communication makes the big difference, and it saves relationships per se. So if she ain't the type that's communicating with you, staying in touch with you on a regular basis, that's a female that needs to be avoided. She's not a real woman. And she's not someone that you need to be giving to, especially not giving your all. Heck no. But the real woman that you giving to, yeah, that's the one you treat as the project. You working on her, right? You working on her. You working on her, and it's a beautiful thing. You're seeing how she's developing, and you're understanding the different projects, the different phases of her that you're working on. As a man, you have to know that. You have to know, this is, I want to help with her diet, okay? Then you're going to help with her body, okay? I mean, some of these females just don't know how to get it together. You have to just motivate them. Don't always just put down a chick for not being fit, She likes you, but she just needs some guidance. Okay, cool. We're going to work on that. We're going to go to the track. Okay, what about food? We're going to work on your cooking skills. That's the next project. We ain't going to rush this. I want you to be my kind of woman. I don't want you to be a complete woman. You're going to be complete. I'm going to help you be complete. You're going to be complete with me. The job is going to be complete. But to be honest with you, I'm the type that when I see a woman, the project with her is never complete, because that's the thrill for me. She's getting the thrill out the fact that I always have something to give to her. And as a man, I got the thrill of knowing that I always got something on her that I'm wanting to work on. It's just like with that car, man, when you got your whip and you want to put all these accessories on it. Same thing with your chick, bro. Put accessories on her too. I'm just saying, that's all part of you not giving your all to her, because it's always something you want to give. You always got more in store. It's not that you don't want to give her more. You just got more in store. Glass half full, abundance mindset. So ladies, this is why yours truly does not give a woman my all. It's all about increments. It's all about really the fact that I'm in abundance, sweetie. I'm all about that abundance. If I give you my all, I don't have no abundance. I have nothing left. Now marinate on that one. Signing out.